Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play XCOM 2012. And when we last left off, we had done rather well, actually.
Commander, our satellite is prepped and standing by for launch. We are ready to deploy it on your orders.
We've got a good number of satellites ready.
Satellite uplink facilities at
But,
maximum
as
capacity.
the woman says,
Additional uplink required.
she must be related to the supply depot woman. We're not ready yet. But shift suppression has been completed. The foundry is of course quite busy. Improved pistol is very tempting, increasing the odds of scoring a critical hit. Everything else so far has been doing quite well. You know what, as it's so cheap, why not get a critical hit, eh?
Your production begins immediately, and as soon as we've got something, I'll be in touch.
Thank you. We're going to scan for activity, and abduction
Commander,
sites are...
we picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
Captain, a heavy captain, which would be normally very tempting, but alas, the United States is the one we need. Although, hilariously, the United States decides, oh, what you need is engineers, Kokakon, and of course, this is already after I built the workshop. Oh well, we're getting engineers anyway. So we're gonna go and respond to the alien abductions in Miami. XCOM Miami, eh? We're gonna clear off this Woods character and get our Goliath too. That's right. It's good that we've got the Thor, KOR of course, excellent person. King is without weapon. Weapon, rather. We need to do something about that. For now I'm going to change this particular support character to have a medikit. It is after all the support way of life, having a medikit. Don't know if she's got the ability to actually use it, but King does need that scope. Which she wasn't holding a scope anyway. Why did I even say that? Oh well, let's go all the way back to manufacturing and build items and go scoping. Scope. Manufacture. Submit. Thank you. Then we get into the mission control and we do it again! Miami. Confirmed. Editing King to give him that good old scope. We're just shy of the Gilded Fusion Launcher. Alas, we don't have it just yet. But we do have Awesome. And so we shall deploy the Awesome. With great gusto. And to great effect. Looking forward to it. So it's time for what will be the last abduction site for this particular campaign.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
Let's begin the assault.
Get ready to deploy.
Operation-
Our AO is within the continental United States.
Operation Dying Crone.
We've picked up a local broadcast
Crone, eh?
indicating alien activity within
There you
the
go.
metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
Do like KOR's hairstyle there. And he made a brilliant comment, which I should share. He was referring to Quicksilly, and he said, in the words of Gary, "Sniper girls sure are scary."
Central, Big Sky in position on approach of the abduction site. Strike One is awaiting drop clearance.
Copy that, Big Sky. Strike One is cleared to engage hostile targets. Watch your backs out there, people.
Of course, the Shiv can't jump, so it has to drive all the way out here. Still, we'll get here. Now that we have Shiv suppression and a laser cannon on our Shiv, it will be considerably more effective. The first thing, of course, that we immediately awaken is our Cyberdisk friend here. However, in this particular instance, I don't mind, because we have full visibility of the Cyberdisk and we can deploy ourselves in a way that is good and pleasing to the eye and soul. Of course, we've had to play with XCOM a bit here to try and actually get it to hit. It seems it may just be shy. I don't want the scaffolding. Nope. We can do it. Launch that shredder rocket. It is now a shredded target. And as we know from the days of shredding, unless none of these other people have a clear shot, or the movement rings. There's the movement rings. So we can even use the good old area there as cover. Quicksilly can now have easy targets here. And the enemy has been shredded for increased damage. Hardened, enemy exposed. an extra 50% accuracy, and will take increased damage for 4 turns. Quicksilly doing it well, dealing 9 damage. KOR will probably be able to finish it up, but we'll give everyone else a chance, such as the legendary Hanoka, who shall use the Shiv for cover. We'll get her to equip her laser pistol and take out this drone. Now, yes, the Cyberdisk explosion would have done that anyway, but this way, by killing that drone, we get the benefit of just keeping out that particular enemy from healing, and also getting the experience for the new recruit. 5 more damage was dealt by the laser pistol, the Shredder rocket, doing its job fine. And of course, KOR, the legendary man himself, shall be able to provide the finishing blow with his own laser pistol.
Gone down.
And the Cyberdisk is destroyed. But the aliens are not yet content. Hollywood celebrities making a comeback, a large number of mutants positioning themselves for the next attack. But we do have a Shiv, a super heavy infantry fighting vehicle who take yet another turn moving towards us, but it's okay. The Shiv can either attack this particular enemy doing up to 9 damage or suppress it. As it's such a high chance of hitting, we're going to just kill it, dealing 9 damage. Of course, the Shiv will withstand the Intimidate move. Even though it moves slightly closer, I'm not particularly concerned. Quicksilly, of course, can equip her laser sniper rifle and completely obliterate all of these enemies. We'll begin with this one and use a headshot to ensure a good kill. Wow, that was a miss.
Adjusting sights.
Well, I'm not satisfied. Do it again. Six damage was dealt to the enemy mutant. KOR can see this particular one, but does anyone else have a shot? Hanoka has a low chance of hitting that particular squad, so that's not good enough. But the Thor does have a somewhat decent chance of hitting this particular target here. Yep, that's the best shot, so take it. Alas, that was a miss, even though it looked like it hit. This game can fool many a person into thinking hits hit when they didn't hit. Exactly, try to say that 10 times faster when you are intoxicated. But we're not worrying about intoxication, we're worrying about killing enemy aliens. And missing.
Damn it. The enemy is still alive.
The enemy is still alive, but we are still happy. For we are playing XCOM. And enjoying it. Well, enjoying it, yeah. I'll go all the way to enjoying it. Let's eliminate this particular enemy with the KOR's consistent 4 damage there. The Shiv does look more impressive, but I would not like to lose it. Hanoka has a surprisingly clear shot against this good old mutant here. Is there an opportunity for her to take cover? Yes, there is. We'll get her to position herself here in order to get an even clearer shot again. 6 damage was dealt. Alas, that is the end of our turn, and 1 damage remains. Hanoka eliminated immediately. Still, at least it was Hanoka and not KOR, but those things deal impressive damage. But I am sorry about that, KOR. I realise that you don't like a crew being killed, but we do what we can. For this is a no-saving run. 8 damage was dealt to the Shiv. Quicksilly is quite multi-pronged, but I believe the double tap requires a turn to recharge. It does have a need to turn to recharge. She'll only be able to make 1 shot this particular turn. Harry should take the shot, mind you. Well, we'll get King to take the kill.
Hostiles pacified.
And you might as well have your second shot against this particular enemy here.
X-ray out of ammo here.
Oh well, it was a good attempt. We'll use suppression against this particular target. Quicksilly having a rather decent chance to eliminate this enemy. Tempting to take it, but it's also tempting to take cover. What we'll do is we'll use a smoke grenade at this particular point in time. Why not?
Bolts up.
Very nice. The pink cloud reassures me that everything will be okay. So, it's almost blinding my entire screen. Quicksilly will take Hanoka's place, and then use her plasma pistol to eliminate this enemy here.
About to start keeping score.
You do that, Quicksilly, and meanwhile, the Thor will take a shot at this enemy here. It is a miss, alas, but it did destroy that box, and that does please me. That suppression did rob the enemy of yet another turn, which of course is good. They were not willing to move. But we do have the ability to take 2 consecutive shots of Quicksilly here. The first shot failing to connect,
Shot failed to connect.
but the second shot is more than able to have a go. And look at that.
He's down. Dead in the water here, Commander.
Well, you're okay actually, you got a pistol. Don't worry about it. It's time to advance. Doing reasonably well so far. Let's move up with the Thor. Of course we can't Overwatch yet because we don't have that snapshot ability. We have to use the pistol. King can move forward. He's done rather well for himself, but he will need to reload his scatter laser. We'll get the Shiv to reload as well, because the laser cannon's looking a bit empty. Good on you, Shiv, tanking that 8 hits for somebody else. It's a shame we lost Hanoka, she was doing alright. But there will be more attractive female assistants for KOR. Just who he is. So, the Thor. We'll get the Shiv to advance a reasonable distance. Failed to see anybody, which is interesting, but that's okay. We'll get Quicksilver to dash ahead. We gained momentary visibility of an enemy. But while my camera continues to spaz out, I can't really see them. Ah! Over there is a squadron of enemy units there. We could use a rocket launcher against them. Although the rocket launcher's range is having an issue. The camera, of course, doing its usual thing of being as awkward as possible. Makes it difficult to see if it actually can hit. I think I can. I'm going to take it. And...
Launching. Look sharp. Enemies rolling up.
6 damage was dealt. But it was a bit difficult to really get a good position there.
What was that sound?
It was the sound of victory. Reaction shots are taken.
Negative damage.
The Shiv eliminating the enemy
What's
mutant.
making that noise?
Ah. There they are, but they are flanked by a good old KOR character. Why aren't you... Who's got the flank then? You've got the flank. Well, kill it. That's a miss. Disgusting. Shoot again. 5 damage was dealt. Good on you. It's a good start. But alas, we'll need a good finish to this happy story. And Kirksili, of course, is more than prepared to do so. With her 60% chance to crit. Incredible 7 damage was dealt. And Overwatch will be applied by KOR at this time. We'll also get Thor to change to his laser sniper rifle in Overwatch as well. And the Shiv shall advance slightly. Ah, the mutant taking a reaction shot. But it's not quite good enough, and some of his cover is destroyed. Glass is going to be out of our line of fire just for this moment, so we'll get our Shiv to pull back downstairs. That's good. It's good as gold. Let's keep going, shall we? Alien activity takes place, and then it goes away again. Because that's what happens here at XCOM. We'll get our Shiv to return to the top of the staircase. Another reaction shot's taken. And this one similarly misses. But yet now we have that flanking hit, dealing up to 9 damage. But even though it was a 75% chance to hit, it wasn't quite good enough. Unfortunately, we don't have an arc thrower. It would be a good time to have had an arc thrower, but alas, it isn't true. Someone does need to go up there. Someone who can preferably do it and still shoot. So we'll get Quicksilver to rotate around this building somewhat, negotiating her way around the corners, reloading her weapon. This man over here overwatching like a true joy. Thor shall advance. And reload his sniper rifle just to be sure. King shall reload. The enemy flees. But if he's not careful, he'll be caught by KOR's crossfire. And Quicksilver has, of course, a beautifully clean shot with a 100% chance to critical hit. There's only one way this can end.
X-ray neutralized.
14 damage to the face. But alas, the victory is actually not yet ours. It will be. But it's not yet ours. I thought that would have been the last enemies, but they weren't. It's a good thing that no one else appeared. Our exposed positions would have been taken advantage of. There's not that much area remaining on this particular map. So where are they? Camera, thank you. We'll get Thor to advance up here. It's always a good spot for a sniper, a high ground position. Quicksilver shall similarly join this person. Of course she took the shot. She cannot move. King shall dash up there because he's so far behind. Come on King, dash in 3D. Oh, it's so tasty. And alas, there we're up. More mutants for the soul. Just like chicken noodle soup. The ship does take a reaction shot, but it does not prove sufficient. Missing entirely. Even though these shots look like they hit, they don't.
You hear that?
We hear that. Good old Thor. Camera, please. Play nice. We have a good flanking shot against this particular mutant. Dealing 4 damage. King also could take a good flanking shot. Let's see what we can do. He has the thing, but apparently not. Oh, Overwatch instead. The Shiv shall move forwards. And with great glory, eliminate the first mutant. Good on you, Shiv. Quicksilver shall dash here. As someone enters the room, dropping a torch and then running, now that the place has been fully illuminated. But we're okay. We have a laser rifle ready on the Overwatch. The mutant panics, but decides to fire as well, dealing 7 damage to the ship. But as Goliath 2 looks a bit frisky, we're gonna use Quicksilver once again to eliminate this particular mutant, or at least deal significant damage. Dealing 5 damage to the mutant. Double tap is available. We'll come back to Quicksilver though. I'd like King to have a chance in finishing off this mutant, if possible. Oh well.
Damn it. The enemy is still alive.
Just to try and spread the promotions around a bit, because, let's face it, Quicksilver doesn't really need any more kills. She's kind of already awesome. Oh well. Just get the ship to do it, I suppose, or it's out of ammunition. Get Thor to give it a shot. 2 damage, but just not good enough, isn't it, Thor? Oh, Quicksilly, just do what you need to do. I suppose we do need to use the sniper rifle because of the squad side advantage.
X-ray neutralized.
Excellent work. All
objectives are complete, and that is the final abduction mission handled. My body is filled with positive emotions as a result. Endorphins released into the brain. Panic does occur in Egypt, which is not good. Even though there are a satellite there, alas, panic does occur. Hopefully they don't withdraw from the council. That would be sad and tragic in many ways. Goliath is damaged and will take 5 days to heal. But we do have the good ability squad side that we can now apply to our good Thor. It's not so long until he gets to the awesome level.
We will be in touch, Commander.
That is, what's it called? It's a bit sad about Egypt. Egypt's looking very sus. But we should be okay. Hopefully. We've completed the gilded fusion launcher. There's a guided fusion launcher. It's not gilded. I thought it was gilded as in gold colour. We now can produce the blaster launcher. By integrating components of the advanced navigation alien systems, we can fire self-guided rockets capable of navigating to the intended target without direct line of sight. Damage output has also been significantly improved through the use of alien fusion core. So that'll be nice. With the skeleton suit, which has a grappling hook and alien sniper rifle, which is incredibly tempting in every possible way. And also these other nice things, but we'll get to those later. For now, the fusion lance maybe. For now I'm going to go for the plasma sniper rifle, I think. It's very tempting. Actually, we'll go Fusion Lance. Fusion Lance it is.
The new engineers arrived this morning, Commander. We're always glad to have more help.
Additional workshop online.
Oh, carry on.
Contact detected.
A UFO has landed in Argentina. We must send our Sky Ranger. Otherwise, bad, generic things will happen. The squad has repositioned themselves, but alas, it's pretty much just normal otherwise. Spider is back on the crew. We'll change his secondary loadout option to be Medikit. His primary one will be the Arc Thrower. Just in case. Thor will change his secondary for the Alien Grenade. Just to give him that extra punch that he may need. Alright, let's launch the mission. Won't get time for the full thing this video, but we'll get to send the Sky Ranger out there. Deal some damage, which is always nice. Here we are, let's begin the assault. Yeah.
We're moving into Argentina next. The threat there seems to be the most pressing.
It's the only threat on the planet. Operation Lazy
Reports
Door.
indicate the UFOs set down in a sparsely populated area. We need to stay sharp and eliminate the invaders.
Quite possibly the last mission before we try and take on that base. But I want to be nice and prepared for it. We'll be able to go for it soon though, because we've got most of the equipment we need to be awesome in every single possible way. Apart from good armor. But let's face it, our armor is good, and our weapons are good, you know. We're holding our own.
I read you, Big Sky. This was a landing, not a crash, so expect heavy resistance.
You say that, but then again, why would there be resistance? They're busy doing their own thing. I don't know we're here. Well, not yet. We'll get the shiv to move here. That way it's ready to get onto that hill next turn. I take it that the UFO is over that hill. Yeah, it's over there. So it's something we can quite safely dash up to this particular plateau and not feel too encumbered by it. KOR. It's good to have him here. Saviour. I didn't actually build a guided fusion lump. Oh well. Remind me next video to actually build a fusion launcher. Oh well. Would have been nice, but we don't have it. We can pretend it's Terror from the Deep, but we don't have it above ground. That'll be nice to have next mission. Alright, it's time to make ourselves known. Straight into the face of mutants who clip through walls. They're heavily related to the pirates who don't do anything, and it's even going up the walls. Wow. On the roof and everything. We really respect that. We got an equal chance to do bad things to both of them, so we'll just take a suppression. Get our crew onto the hill. Quicksilly shall take the log, having squad sight of both enemies. She won't be able to fire this particular turn though, which is a bit sad. So we'll use a battle scanner down here. This allows squad sight operatives to fire.
Eyes open.
We can't see anything around the entrance of the UFO, but that's okay. We'll be okay. Spiner taking position behind this rock. Can now attempt to engage some of these enemies. Four damage was dealt to the enemy mutant. Bubble Mania. Of course, Thor. We'll move up here so we can perform some squad sighting of action next turn. And of course, King, the man with the rocket launcher. And multiple rockets too. Taking up a strong position at this hill. The enemies now make their move. Six damage was dealt to the Shiv. The other mutant thinks and decides to do exactly the same thing, but miss entirely. Of course, it's just not going to be good enough, is it? When we do have squad sight, so we're going to make that shot. Alas, it was a miss.
Shot failed to connect.
But we will have a go of Quicksilly. She does have two potential shots, both with an 85% chance to hit. Doesn't really need the critical hit either.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye indeed. And now we'll headshot the other one. Dealing 6 damage. The critical hit didn't go off, unfortunately. But that's okay. The Shiv will now attempt to fire normally. Eliminating the mutant altogether. Classic shall take cover behind the Shiv, and then Overwatch. Bubbles shall also encircle the environment, and commence overwatching as well. King can take cover behind this tree, the dead tree, providing perfect cover as if it was a wall. That tree provides more cover than a rock. And of course they burst around the corner, but then immediately get cut down by crossfire. Oh no, the crossfire wasn't quite good enough, and everyone makes a comment. They'll receive an extra turn, but KOR will take a reaction shot. Looking like he missed, but actually hitting one of them. Ah, and there, the melee mutant, attempting to be crafty. We have squad sight on one of these, at last the battle scanner's already worn off. Do you normal sight? No, you don't. Oh. Thor has a potential kill. Let's give Thor a shot. Give Thor a chance. And that was a good kill. It's always nice. It's a pleasurable feeling to have a good kill. Well, I'm sure it is. I actually haven't tried it. Alright, let's get this Shiv shooting. We do need to be careful, because that celebrity, the guy, is around here somewhere. Don't want any mistakes. There's no real cover, so we'll get you to dash down there, KOR. And King shall take cover behind the shiv. And nothing happened. We'll give it one more turn, then we'll call it a video. Our mobile cover generator shall now advance. Gaining sight of a cyber disk. A truly disturbing sight indeed. They, of course, aren't really in range of any of our operatives, which is annoying. So what we'll do is we'll fall back with the shiv here. Everyone will then have the opportunity to reload and to overwatch with their necessary weapons. Get some smoke grenade going, to minimise the damage dealt by this cyber disk. We're ready, come on down, cyber disk. And fire is taken. Six damage dealt by Quicksilly, 4 missing completely. But it will continue to advance. King taking the action shot now.
Damn it.
Missing entirely. Is he going to try and get a grenade at that range? Wow. That is colossal range. One damage dealt by the drone. And some healing generated by the other drone. Well, I wasn't quite happy about that grenade. I mean, it's literally a screen away. But can we actually throw that far? No, we can't. That's the thing. A little bit unfair, but that's okay. We will just do what needs to be done. Provide incredible damage. Eliminating both the drones and the... Oh, we'll use the proper rocket launcher. How's that? The drones, as well as the dealing some damage to cyber disk. King earning promotion immediately after that 6 damage was dealt. A reload is necessary on the shiv. KOR exposed, but unashamed as he deals some more damage to the cyber disk. Five more damage dealt by Thor.
I'm out of firepower over here.
Well, you'll reload shortly. Quicksilly doing what needs done and finishing it off with a legendary attack here. Oh no, she can't do it personally. We'll get her to move forwards. And then take the shot with her light plasma pistol.
X-ray neutralized.
Boom! And that is the story of a cyber disk getting killed. And of course now everybody's got health problems. So we'll get the spider to provide some medical rejuvenation in the form of a blue healing spray inside a pink cloud. That's right. Unleash the spray.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. Spray it on. Like a spray on tan. A single drone appears,
Backing up. Advance.
dealing 4 damage to KOR. It's a bit ridiculous. I want you to tell them exactly what we think about this, everyone.
Ready to engage. Out of rounds. Ah, damn it. I'm ready.
Just kill it, will you? That was an annoying thing. Alright. Well, heal yourself. Repairing 8 damage. Oh, so flabbersome. And yeah, what we'll do is we'll call it a video, and when we come back, there'll be more XCOM.